Let me know as soon as you hit go. I'll go to your page and try to find this shit.
Zeno Miz, what's up? What's up? What's up? Zeno Miz.
Yeah, we good. I was just grabbing my chat. I didn't have my chat real quick there. Yeah, we definitely good.
Zeno Miz, what's happening, man? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. How do I sound? Hey, how do I sound out there in TV land, on the internets? How do I sound? What are you talking about? The autocorrect. The autocorrect. Hey, man, we professional over here, dude. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? It's your guy, Didio Nassus. I'm back. Mic check. How do I sound? Hey, y'all, let me know how do I sound out there. Hey, check my levels. Does my mic sound nice? Is it what it is? I'm a little loud. That's what's up. All right, cool. You turn it down. I'm going to turn it up. That's what's up. Appreciate you zooming in or tuning in. Zeno Miz, what's happening, man? Hey, we back at the COD Show podcast. This is the COD Show podcast, and I am your host, Didio Nassus, aka O Nassus. Kill him. And you know what? We are doing a little experiment today, man. Just a little experiment. This is the first COD Show live stream. That's right, the first COD Show live stream. What's up, One-Eyed Gamer? What's up with your man? Hey, what's happening, dude? Hey, you know what? We're doing the first dual live stream. You know what? And that's my bad. Damn it, that's my bad. I'm doing this live stream with ERRL SHATTER. ERRL SHATTER, that's right. Well, you can read the thumbnail. You already know what time it is. ERRR. My bad, too many R's. ERRL SHATTER. SHATTER. What's up, man? Tune into his page. If you don't already follow him, you can check out the dual live stream. Open up 2 tabs. That's right, not 1, but 2 tabs. Check out us both while we're doing the live stream. But you know, go ahead and drop a sub on Earl. This is I see you one. Hey, this is a dual live stream, man. This is a little experiment, but check me out though. Check this out. Mic check, Earl. I want to introduce the COD Show podcast to my homie Earl, a real killer. He's a real gamer. He's a real man, what do you call it? He's a real humble individual, man. And he gonna tell you like it is. He's not gonna corner camp you on the bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Earl, say what's up to the people, man.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yeah. ERRL SHATTER. ERRL SHATTER on the COD Show. You see, I spelled it regular. Damn, what's up? That's what's up, man. But you know what? Earl, what's been going on out here in these Call of Duty streets, man? I seen that video, boy. Hey, I seen that V2. That V2. Hey, congratulations on that first V2 bomb, baby. That's what's up. Tell us about that.
Thanks, my man.
Tell us about that one, man. Tell us about it.
Well, first and foremost, I definitely did not think it was going to go down like that. When I picked the class setup for the game, I was like, I'm going to pick this because, just in case they call in a bunch of streaks or UAVs, maybe I could shoot them down. I literally had launched on. I had a launcher. I had an LMG with armored division. I would, under no circumstances, that I think I was going to drop 25 kills on a 5-man team in the game I dropped. Which is also, if you guys ever do go back and check out the video, you will see my reaction is pretty ridiculous. I freak out essentially because I was playing against, like I said, a 5-man group. The first round was, I'll say first and foremost, first round was pretty back and forth. Like, you get to mid-map, people are shooting across whatever, this, that, and the other. The second round, though, was a completely different story. I go towards their spawn. Next thing I know, I can't find anyone. I'm like, oh, great. I'm on a 15, 16 kill streak. Can't find nobody. This isn't good. Then, I'm playing with one other homie of mine, and he's like, hey, they're over here just spawn killing us. I'm like, well, that makes sense. Now I can't find them, so, I have to strategically, as I could put it, work my way back to my own spawn without getting people spawning behind me because, obviously teammates shooting at them, and while also keeping an eye out for all the guys that are trapping in my spawn. It was an insane game. It was all around that. I'm just amazed that it went down like that, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm more stoked that it went down with a class setup like that. I wasn't even going out there to get it, and I got it then. That's the most hype about it.
And you know what?
Going out trying not to get it and dropping
it anyway. You know what? That's some real killer shit. And we salute stuff like that on the COD show podcast, man. And you know what? It is sweet when you're not like, yeah, I'm about to drop this nuke, I'm about to drop this nuke. And when the game is real chaotic and you're not dying, that's the thing. And you're not dying, you're like, yo, I got this. I got this. That's what's up. Man, shout out to you, man. Salute to you for that damn, that's not a de-atomizer. For that V2. For that first V2, man. If y'all go to that man's page, it's Earl. Earl, if you on the chat, drop a yo in the chat so people can hit you up. Grab the link to your channel,
I bet I can get it.
Shout out to King Cali. What's up, man? King Cali. A real killer. But yeah, Earl. So what else going on out here in these Call of Duty streets? How do you feel about Winter Siege? Is it snowing out there in the HQ? Because I don't know. I hadn't been on the game, and man, I hadn't been on in a while, man.
Snowing as of right now. Nothing's new yet.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's new. Nothing's added yet. I think it's added at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm not sure exactly, in what fashion they're gonna add stuff.
Hey.
I do know there's supposed to be some new weapons. Some a couple melee weapons, an assault rifle, I think a submachine gun and a light machine gun.
Yeah, I seen.
It's going to be lit. I'm actually pretty hyped about the way they're going to drop DLC. It'll be interesting to see, in what fashion you get them. Like, I don't know how you're going to unlock the weapons. Is it going to be like Infinite Warfare?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be more BO3 style where you have to pull the weapon out of the box? Who knows?
Hey, man, I thought really it looked pretty dope from what I saw, but I seen some fake news. I seen some fake news on my Instagram page about Winter Siege being live now, and that was probably around, I don't know when I seen it. It might have been around 10 a.m. or something like that. That's that fake news. Shout out to Lift. What up, Lift? But yeah, fake news is out there. But like you were saying, man, Winter Siege, that look like it's gonna be the joint. They're adding some stuff, some respectable things to the game, but I heard it was a new game mode that they were introducing. I don't know which one. I don't know which one it is.
I think they're bringing gun game in. For sure. God. I think that's what I heard.
Gun game, bro.
On World War II, it'll be interesting.
Man, gun game. Okay, all right. Well, hey, man, I
guess what they're doing.
I thought it was gonna be kill confirmed. Hardcore kill confirmed. But hey, I'm just old.
Technically, that wouldn't be. I don't know. See, that wouldn't be new to that style.
Yeah.
Because that'll just be them adding that, I think. I think eventually they'll have to add that. I think enough people want that. Hardcore kill confirm. I would even play that. I don't play hardcore very often, but I would play hardcore kill confirm just to go out there and destroy people for fun.
For fun, right?
Get many kills as you can.
Yeah, man, and that's a fact, man. And man, anyway, I don't want to go into a rant, because this is not about me. This is about Earl Shatter, a real killer. A real Call of Duty killer, that is. Hey, man, salute to you for the success of your channel. I hope you continue to grow, man. But you know what? We did episode 17 with Earl Shatter, and this is the world premiere, the COD Show podcast, world premiere episode 17 featuring Earl Shatter, you know. And now he's riding shotgun with me. He is my co-host of this live stream. And that is a fact. But check this out. For those of you that are just tuning in, this is a dual live stream, so you can check both of us out. Both of us. So, you know, hey, Earl. So Earl, man, we sat down, we chopped it up. What was your perspective on the interview, and like what was your how was your experience on the COD Show podcast?
Man, it was a lot of fun. It's a good outlet and good source for people to come together as a Call of Duty community and speak their mind, see what other people thinking about, if they agree, disagree, what they see, just different perspectives, and you get to kind of get that from some of the best players.
That's right. That's right. And you know what?
Because it's not about one player.
Yeah,
it's about all of us.
It's about the community.
You just get some of those 1%ers, those top 2,000 on the leaderboards, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
On most of the Call of Duties, those are the people you're talking about. People that play the game a lot more than average. You get to hear their outlook and their perspective, and it's cool to be a part of that. And it's cool that you brought that to this community that's pretty much lacking something like this, especially for games, especially games of our kind, like Call of Duty, that's played every year by millions of people religiously almost.
That's right, worldwide, and we're trying to take this worldwide. That's why this is the world premiere. And every day this man streams. He world premieres his shit every day. I might stream once a week if I'm doing the show. But this man goes worldwide every day. So salute to that, man. You put on a show every day for your people. And we gotta start to recognize that y'all guys are gladiators out there in the sport. This is a sport, man. Do not get it twisted. This is a sport. This is a sport. We got to elevate the game and keep on pushing the culture forward. So that's why I want to go ahead and get into episode 17 featuring Earl Shatter. Bear with me as I do this crossover, this AI crossover into the episode. Let's get it. Shout out to Lift. What's up, Lift?
This is Earl Shatter, and I'm tuned into the COD Show podcast.
Welcome to the COD Show. COD Show, ho, COD Show, ho, yeah. Welcome to the COD Show, player. Yes. Welcome back to the COD Show podcast. I am your host, your guy, Diddy Onassis, aka Onassis. Kill him. That's right, Onassis. Kill him. And tonight I have a special guest indeed. I call him the one-man army. That's right, representing the XO Booming clan. XO Booming, shout out to XO Booming, matter of fact. Appreciate y'all's support of the COD Show podcast. I support y'all to the fullest. You already know what time it is, man. I just want to introduce y'all to Earl Shatter. What's up, Earl? What's up?
Yo, what up, everybody? Earl in the house.
What's up, Earl? What's up, man? Hey, Mr. Shatter, Earl Shatter.
What's up? What's happening?
A real killer. And you know what? I gotta congratulate you on the success of your channel, your YouTube channel. You already know. Everybody that's listening, go and check out Earl Shatter. I don't care if the interview hasn't started yet. It doesn't even matter. Go and check out Earl Shatter. YouTube, Earl Shatter. All right? Right, that's a fact. Tell them Diddy Onassis sent you. Once you get into the stream, tell them Diddy Onassis sent you. Yeah, so that, to be clear, that's ERRL ERRL Shatter. SHATTER. That's right. Earl Shatter, baby. Earl.
Let's get it.
Let's jump straight into the interview, man. First question. What's your gamer name and gamer tag? Always Earl Shatter?
No, definitely not. I actually had a couple. If I had to, let me try to think. If I had to think of my first one, I want to say I grew up in Alaska, so I had mine was AK Green Monster. I want to say it was originally.
Okay.
Because I was like the Hulk, I kind of felt like the Hulk in the game.
Okay, that's dope. That's a dope one. The Green Monster.
Yeah, it was AK Green Monster. So that's what I liked it because I'm about originality. I don't like numbers in my name. I don't want underscores in my name, things like that. So at the time, it was something I was able to get and capture, and no one else had it, and I was cool with it. And that was 11 years ago.
Hey man, that's dope. That's dope.
Even
I'm the
longer.
same way. Matter of fact, my name was Didio Nassus before I actually started, in need of any type of gamer tag. That was my name in real life. So I looked up. I was like, shit, I get to keep my real name and not have to put stars or underscores or 1, 2, 3s or any of that into my name, man. So anytime you see anybody with a real name with no numbers in it, I think that's the dopest thing alive, man. Even I was looking at somebody's stream, shout out to Ears. Ears has a name. His name is Ears. That's his gamer tag. And he's a young dude. So how in the hell did he do that? Did he buy it from somebody? Because somebody had to be named, Ears.
You're like, what? How did you come up with that, homie? Like, how'd you get that?
Exactly, man. Well, shout out to Ears, man. But that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Earl Shatter. Let's dive right into it. I want to know your first experience with Call of Duty, like the franchise. When was you introduced to the game, and where and when did you experience the game for the first time?
So the crazy thing is, as I think I was around 15 years old, I want to say it was about when Call of Duty 2 came out. And at the time, Xbox 360, had released maybe like a month before. And I was like, I got to get an Xbox 360. So I saved up, I got a job, I think a couple months after that. Got a job, it was my first job ever, saved up money, went out, first paycheck, bought a 360, bought Call of Duty 2, and I was never more hyped in my life. Wow. Obviously, 1, because I bought it myself, and 2, because I had this game, at the time, it was different. Call of Duty was something new. Even at Call of Duty 2 being what it was then, not having much of a multiplayer, it was new. You got the campaign, you got to hear this military story, this background that you may have never heard before. And it was interesting. So that's what kind of sucked me in Call of Duty 2. Okay. But, being a part of the series, the multiplayer wasn't really progressive until we got to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And that's obviously where the real suction came. It really sucked me in then when all that online was there, the grind was there.
And what year was that? So we can put it into context.
I want to say Call of Duty Modern Warfare was 2007 for sure. For me, when I got Call of Duty 2, it was 2006. It was like early 2006.
Okay. Wow. Look at that, man. Just like that. 10 years, over 10 years in the game, man. Just like that. Salute for that. You're a real Call of Duty vet. You're a real killer. Hey, that's dope. That's dope. So, Call of Duty 4, which is Modern Warfare Remastered. Well, Modern Warfare. Now it's remastered. Yeah. What did you think about the remastered version game?
Honestly, I thought it was a good idea. I support the effort that they put into it. In a lot of ways, you got to think when you're remastering a game, you're remastering something people love. So you're going to have the nostalgia effect. You're really going to bring people into the game, but are you going to be able to hold them? And that's the trick. Right. Because, Remastered was a good idea, is a good thought, but then they start going, you get the game's longevity and they're thinking about how can we keep people in this? Then they start adding weapons that don't belong. And then pretty soon, it's not a remastered game of what you know. It's a game that you knew with new additions.
That's right. So
And it doesn't play the same. I don't know if people who played Call of Duty 4 will, I'm pretty sure they'll agree with me on this.
Right.
It's not exactly a remastered. It's like, I mean, I guess a remaster is a better version of it because it's not exact.
It's like a remix to a
it's a
song.
remake. It's like, it's almost the same, but it's not.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know this. I'm going to put it into context a little bit for my hip hop fans out there and my R&B fans out there. Recently, Meek Mill remixed the classic Tony song. I can't remember the name of the song. But anyway, he remixed it. It is nothing like the original. Original was better, man. You already know, but I understand what you're saying. So they remixed the game. Are you a fan of the remastering? Are you like for future references? Are you looking forward to them remastering any other games of the Call of Duty series?
Honestly, I guess it depends on what the Call of Duty series has to offer us in the future.
That's fact.
That's really what it comes down to. If they don't have something better to offer,
right?
You know, like if the remastered game that they come out with, say they come remaster Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, any of those legendary games you can come up with, it's going to be hard to put a new game side by side with one of those fan favorited games. I mean, they remade Call of Duty 4. It is a fan favorite game. It's, you know, it is the base for the franchise. It's online experience, the whole thing. But that's what, you know, if you had really taken the fan choice, you probably would end up with like MW3, maybe MW2, maybe, you know, probably Black Ops 2. And if you take any of those games, there is nothing that they're currently doing that competes with some of the things that people liked about those games then.
That's a fact. It's a fact. Man, I couldn't say it any better. Especially Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3, you know, classics. I wouldn't mind either one of those being remastered or them maybe even just taking it and tweaking it a little bit and calling it something else, man, you know, whatever. But at what point, since you're a Call of Duty vet with over 10 years in the game, at what point and what series of Call of Duty did you say you found your groove? What series and what game did you feel like you were like, okay, I'm good at multiplayer?
So it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. I think it was around Black Ops 1 when I started to take the game a little bit more serious. I wouldn't say I was a real good player, but I was like, you know, I'm tired of dying more than I kill or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that. I don't want that to be the consistent gameplay that I offer myself because that's frustrating. Anybody knows that. If you're not good at something or you're always losing, it's frustrating. Simple.
That's a fact.
So I was like, I'm going to get better at this game. By the time Black Ops 2 rolled around, you know, I had a lot better feel for that style of gameplay. You know, because you go from like Black Ops 1, I think Modern Warfare 2 before Black Ops 2? I get confused.
Modern Warfare
2 was after Black Ops 1, right? Modern Warfare 2 was after Black Ops 1, I believe.
2, I think that
I can't even remember.
You know what? I'm not sure. I didn't start until Black Ops.
Actually, I think Black Ops 1 might have been in between. It was in between MW3 and
MW3 came, and then it was Black Ops 2.
Yep,
I know that for a fact.
So those were the three games. Like MW3, I was okay. I was all right at that game. I never really went for Moabs, anything like that. I never tried the nukes. It wasn't that part of the game hadn't really appealed to me yet because I wasn't dropping stuff consistently to be like, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the highest thing there is.
Yeah.
It wasn't in my realm of thought at the time, and I didn't really care that much.
Got you.
Then we came Call of Duty Ghosts, and I played that game the least, and that's where I actually started to notice, you know what, I'm actually starting to pick up some pace in this game.
Okay. And
I actually took, I would say, the next couple of years, it wasn't until Infinite Warfare that I actually came back to Call of Duty as strong as I have. It was, you know, I took it was like Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops 3. I played the least amount of Call of Duty in those 3 years than I did any of the other time.
Okay. So,
and it was like a transition time because it was like, we're moving from like I said, I'm a Call of Duty veteran. I'm used to the boots on the ground, the adaptation from boots on the ground to boots off the ground, especially when, you're dealing with AW, which was just a change altogether.
Right.
The whole idea of it boosting super fast in different directions.
Right.
I mean, then you got Black Ops 3, which in my opinion has one of the worst movement systems we could have ever asked for as far as like how the movement feels. And then you go to IW, and IW is kind of like, I would say the black sheep of the family of jetpack games, but in my opinion has the best movement system, has the best flow and feel for a game.
It was extremely action packed, man. That's what, in my opinion, it was.
You could flow from wall run to wall run flawlessly.
Exactly, flawlessly, man. It was a beautiful game to me. It was like fucking poetry in motion, man. If you ask me, man, it was dope. It was a dope game. But I'm glad you brought up Advanced Warfare because Advanced Warfare was the jetpack. That was the start. You know what I mean? That was the start of jetpacking in the sense of Call of Duty. You already had games like Titanfall and what have you that already.
Halo, I mean, is a complete experience.
Exactly.
Similar idea of that anyway.
Exactly. So Advanced Warfare, did you get as Advanced Warfare? I mean, not get it as in got the game, but did you get it as a game like, okay, this is where we're going now with the boots off the ground?
Honestly, when I made the transition, I was excited for the game because I was like, this looks crazy. Like when you saw the idea of the exosuit, like the idea of it was crazy.
Right.
But after playing it as long as you do, you kind of like going back now, it's the best way I can explain it is like at the time, it was the most relevant Call of Duty. So, I mean, you're basing it, the last one before it was Ghost. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me. Ghost is the least innovative Call of Duty to date. It had the least things to want to go for, in my opinion. It was weird. It was, you know what I mean? It wasn't that the gameplay wasn't good. It's just as far as like the grind, the want, the desire to go for stuff in that game just wasn't there. I don't really know why. I feel like it was the lack of innovation, the lack of new things. But then you go, with that being the Call of Duty,
right?
It's right before this new one that changes this whole dynamic that we knew.
Right.
It left a lot of hype. So I mean, I did play it a lot. I just wouldn't say I was like top 1%. Like I didn't have interest in hitting the max level. I think I only got 23rd, 24th prestige once they started dropping all those extra prestiges. Mm-hmm. And then, by that time, Black Ops 3 dropped. So I was like, oh, time to move on.
And so would you say that, Ghost was what was your least favorite Call of Duty series up to this point?
I would say Call of Duty Ghost just gets my least favorite, not because of the gameplay, just because, like I said, the lack of innovation. Like that was the Call of Duty that kind of set me in a pit for the Call of Duty. Like I said, I spent 3 years where I didn't play it as much as I had before. Like I'm talking MW3, man, I probably had 50 days played. Then we went from 50 days played to, Black Ops 2 probably still had around the same, 56, 40 something, you know what I mean? Like high amounts. Then we go to Call of Duty Ghosts and I had like 9. 8.
What? 9?
Like 8 days played. Man, I had on World War II, I'm like 4 hours away from 5 days played, and we only 25 days in.
Wow.
So that just goes to show how little I played this game.
Okay. So that was your least favorite Call of Duty Ghosts. Okay.
I just feel like, I mean, I'm not going to cut you off from a future question or anything, but I'll go ahead and tell you right now, like, as far as what makes me play Call of Duty, it's the grind, the competitiveness, like the fact that I used to play on Xbox 360, and Xbox 360 to me used to be the more competitive system of that generation.
That's a fact.
It was simple.
You're similar to me because I didn't come over to PlayStation until
PS4,
last summer.
Yep.
And
I feel like when you were on the 360, that was the more competitive Call of Duty. That was the era where Xbox ran the Call of Duty community because they had, the map packs 30 days early. This is when they had the exclusivity.
Yep.
So at that time, I was playing on Xbox and it was the more competitive system. That's what I liked about it. People were like, why don't you go get a PlayStation? The lobbies will be easier and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't care about easier.
You want
necessarily. I want to play the game and I want people to be competitive. And at that time I had a bunch of friends. These are people I played with for years that I, eventually switched over to PlayStation. I don't really get to play with them anymore, but it was a move I was willing to make at the time because there was a point where I decided that people on Xbox were just toxic. I was like, dude, these people, like, your teammates talk trash to you, the enemies talk trash, like everybody just talks trash. Like, there's got to be more to it than that. Like I want to be competitive, but I want it to be a little friendlier in some aspects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had teammates yelling at each other all the time because everybody's fighting for kills, like things like that. I was like, there's just something's got to give. So I was all, when PlayStation comes out, the PS4 comes out, I'm switching. I'm going over there. They got the exclusivity. I'm gonna go, over there. Like with me, exclusivity comes competitiveness.
Same thing.
Over the last couple, I'd say like year or two, you've noticed a lot of bigger YouTubers. They do play both consoles, but a lot of them will switch over to PS4 as their primary to play Call of Duty.
That's a fact.
Because it got the exclusivity and it makes people want to play on that console more.
Hey, you hear that?
So
you hear that out there? Y'all hear that out there? Your Xbox pseudo pub stompers. PlayStation. If you want to get your gut checked, your nuts checked, come on over to PlayStation. That's
where all the pros are at now.
That's your shit out. Playing. I used to think that way too. I used to think that PlayStation was a wash, and back in the day, that might have been true. But once, I guess, when I think it was the Ghost era. That's when everybody, like after Ghost, that's when things started to change. Between like Ghost, AW, that's when things started to change. And I keep my ear to the streets, man. I don't just play the game. So I was like hearing like everybody that's really, really doing it in the game series is over at PlayStation. So I had to get me one. I had to go check it out. And I'm glad I did, man. And PlayStation is where it's at, man. Shout out to all the homies that I've met in the PSN network. Well, in the PlayStation network. But yeah, man. So, up until this point, what was your best game, far as kills or your most
best Call of Duty title?
No. Your best game. The best game that you've ever played. Like ever, like the most memorable game.
I'm not gonna lie, if I have to pick one, because you gotta think, you got a lot of good games, and you consider games you use score streaks to get them certain kills. What I mean? You don't want to count those. And it got to a point where like IW is a great example. I didn't even use lethal kill streaks at all. I'm UAV, counter UAV, advanced UAV. See you later. Okay, I don't care. I'm coming for you. That's how it goes. I don't need a kill streak to kill you. I'm coming. Yeah. So there was a specific game I was playing. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm running Type 2 on freaking Terista, killing it. We were in TDM, granted. Remember this. TDM. I think we were winning 55-35 when I realized I was 42-0 and I was 8 off a double the atomizer when the game robbed me and called in my nuke instead of my advanced. And so I've literally got a 42 KD.
Oh, I got you. You forgot to hit the down button instead.
No, I hit down and it like went down, but it went up. So like that's the best way I can explain it. Like it just was like, nope, you're calling in a nuke. We're ending this, so you can't do this no more.
Yeah, so the system hated on you, man. See.
So
damn.
How it's my best game is not only was it like literally the most ridiculous. I got 40 kills in 3 minutes or something, 3.5 minutes.
Wow. Hey,
I was slaying people. So when I got to that point, I'm like, I called that in and I was like, you know what? It'll always go down as my best game because I wasn't close to dying. Like I was just mowing people. I was trying to call in another advance at the time that I literally called in a nuke to end the game. I didn't die.
Hey, you know what? Infinite Warfare, man. Infinite Warfare. That game, it's wide open. You can slaughter you can get your slaughter on, man. So most kills, man. What was your most kills in one game? So that's wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's rewind. The game fluked you out of a double deatomizer?
Yep. 42.
Yeah. Motherfucking game. Oh man, that's crazy, man.
I will follow it with there was a stream that I had.
Okay.
Where I can't pinpoint. I wouldn't say it was my best one game because you couldn't do that, but it was my best 3 games in a row of all time when I dropped back to back deatomizers with those.
Oh, okay. Back to back.
And that was just something else. Like I don't know if the kids were asleep I don't know what happened.
Hey man, one thing Infinite Warfare that we can count on Infinite Warfare to give us, they always had fresh noobs. Everywhere, man. Everywhere. That was the beautiful thing about that game. Most kills. Most kills in any Call of Duty series. What was your most kills?
I want to say it was Black Ops 3. I want to say it was Black Ops 3. Did they have dogs in Black Ops 3?
No.
It was Black Ops 2. Damn, okay. It was Black Ops 2. I went 118-6 on Nuketown. Okay. Got double dogs in one life.
100 and what?
Like 100. It was like 118-6.
Hey, kid.
I've never even got that many kills again.
Yeah, man. Hold up, man. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. All right, sit. All right. All right, man. All right, what was your most kills? Your most kills in any Call of Duty?
My most, are you saying like most kills total? Or are you saying one match?
One match. One
yeah,
game.
definitely that Black Ops 2 match. That's what I'm saying.
You hold on. Did you say 118 kills?
Yes.
Damn, man. Oh, shit. 118 kills. It don't matter which game mode you playing. That is the shit. Man, we salute real killer shit like that on the COD show, man. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. We're going to drop the bombs on that. We're going to drop double deatomizer bombs on that. We're going to drop double deatomizer bombs on that double deatomizer attempt. You know, in my book, you got that shit, man. Don't even worry about it. Damn. 118 kills. Man. That's what's up, man. Salute to that. Salute to that. And you know what? You're playing core and had 118 kills. When I play core, because I play hardcore. When I play core, after 8 kills, I'm like, yeah, man, I got 20 kills. I only had 8 kills, man. All the bullets that I had to use, man. But y'all make it look easy. Y'all make it look easy, man. It feel like you're playing hardcore out there, but you're only playing core, man. Salute to that, man. 118 kills, which in hardcore terms, which means like you had a 232 or something like that, man. Salute to that. That's what's up. That's dope. 118 kills in a boots on the ground game. Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
With that being said, would you consider yourself, or do you consider yourself sweat?
At this point in the game, it's probably safe to say hell yeah. Because I don't just play the game to play the game. I play to win. I play to kill. In my book, I guess that puts you in the sweat category. Do some people sweat harder than others? Hell yeah. That's real.
Right. And you know what? I always ask that question. And it's just because I like to see, I like to go into inside the mind of a real killer. And the moral of the story is you out here to get the kills, baby. That's what we're here for, to get the kills. You a real killer.
Yep.
And I've been watching the streams. I watch how you play the game. You're not a passive player. All right. Okay. So, with that being said, when I rolled up on when I saw your, like, I didn't see you win the not Call of Duty, but the YouTube what do you call it? The YouTube. You were playing with another streamer. I was like, oh shit, he was going for the deatomizer, but you got that shit like back to back. I was like, hey. I was like, yo, I was telling him, it was me and some of the homies. We was watching. We was like, yo, this dude right here was like, he just got that shit back to back with ease. Like, let me type it in. ERRL. How many R's? I'm like, oh shit. But that's when I started following. I'm like, yo, he is dude killing it. He's getting the kills, baby. And that's what it's all about, man. Being that you dropped 118 kills, being that you dropped double deatomizer, We're gonna call it. We're gonna own that one. You know, even though the game fluked you, we're gonna own that. It's all good here on the COD Show podcast. All right. Hate mail. Did you get any hate mail? And if you have, does any one of them like stick out? Can you give me like maybe one or two examples of the hate? No.
I get so many messages, especially like the last 4 months of IW. It was insane. Like I would get sometimes 5 a night. Sometimes.
Wait.
Something like that, you know?
What did you just say? The last 4 or 5 months of IW?
Yeah. So let me inform you on something really funny here.
Okay, go ahead.
When I first started playing IW, I wasn't like necessarily bad at the game. I just didn't care. I didn't care enough to like, you know, let me get real good at this. Like I wasn't going for deatomizers at the time. Okay. And I got to this point, I'm going to go for a deatomizer. It took me a long time to drop one, just one.
That's a fair. Okay.
I took a break from the game for a couple months. I played it here and there, but I didn't play it every day like I do. Took a little break, come back. I don't even remember exactly when I came back. Something like right after the first DLC or something came out, second DLC maybe. Okay. Come back. And this is actually the time I met my boy Lift Hunt Game. Big shout out to that homie.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Lift.
June, I think it was around June, middle of June, I met that homie. Him and I decided we were going to start playing together. Now at this time, I wanted you to realize I had less than 10 deatomizer strikes. Less than 10. I don't even know exactly how many I had, but it was less than 10. Okay. And I remember telling him, I'm like, you know what? We only got like, 4 or 5 months left. I'm like, I'm getting 100 deatomizer strikes. Like, I'm not going to leave this game without 100 deatomizer strikes. Like, that's just not happening. So I set that goal in my head. And let me tell you right now, when I set that goal, I was talking to myself. I'm like, yo, you are insane, dog. Like, you have less than 10 in 7 or 8 months. Now you're trying to get 100 before the end of this game. You're crazy. Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to grind. I'm going to get this. And next thing I knew, I would drop 1 deat, then a day would go by. I'd drop another deat, and a day would go by. Next thing I know, I was dropping 3 and then 5. And then I think the most I dropped in one stream was 6. And I'm telling you, like, just next thing I knew, it was a regular thing. Like, I'm telling, like, daily. There would be days, yeah, there was days where I didn't get one for like 1 or 2 days. But then that day I got one, I would get 2 or 3. Yeah. It would just make up for all the days I didn't get them. And because you got to think, I'm working off days left. So there would be a point where I was like, oh, I have 80 days left, but I need 85 nukes.
Wow.
So I, started grinding. I think I hit
yourself on a timetable.
I think I got something like from that point to the second to last day of IW. So it's mid-June to the end of October. Yes, sir. I dropped 115 plus deatomizers.
Man, that's what's up, man. Oh shit. Hey, you know what? We salute that, man. On the COD Show podcast, man. Big shout out to ERRL SHATTER, Deatomizer, Microwave, Express. God damn, man. Hey, man, look here. That's what's up, man. You know what? It's hard. Like you said, it was hard to get the one. It's hard to get one. Talking about 100 and what?
I ended up with 125 on the dot.
And salute to that, man. Salute to that. You put your mind to it, and you know what? You put the work in. You put the work in, you got it. That's what's up. Infinite Warfare, baby. Infinite Warfare, man. And salutes to that huge accomplishment, man. Like I was saying, like what we were saying, 4 to 5 months inside the cycle of Infinite Warfare.
Yep.
Did you notice the change, like in gameplay with all the flashbangs and the blackout grenades and all the fucking camping and all kind of crazy shit that started happening at the end of the game? Like probably
from the moment they announced that boots on the ground was official, that game was screwed.
Yes. Thank you.
Simple.
Man.
Simple as that. I dropped 125 deatomizers, and in that time I probably choked over 200.
Exactly. It was crazy.
Crazy stuff. A freaking auger, whoever his idea that was, you're insane. A model. It didn't work in Modern Warfare 2. What makes you think it's going to work in Infinite Warfare? Come on. Like, really? That's like, that mess is crazy. And then you like you said, the grenades, you didn't even realize how bad the tactical grenades were in the game until 7 months down the line when people just decided to start using them.
Exactly. I don't even have any recollection of anybody using the grenades and these flashbangs and all that other bullshit they put in the game until, man, I want to say like fucking like the end of July or August or something like that. It just got terrible, man. So man, but anyway, salute to that, man. That's a huge accomplishment. But yeah, the hate mail, man.
So yeah, so like you gotta think, like I was saying, because I started changing my gameplay drastically. At first my KD did not show, like my KD still, in my opinion, never showed what I was performing at on Infinite Warfare, just because of the fact that by the time I gave a crap about where I was, I tried Black Sky for a while. That was just killing my KD. I couldn't do it no more. I was like literally probably like around a 120, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play for real. Like, you know what? People want to play against me with the K-bar and Synaptic all day, then I'm gonna match them. I'll use K-bar Synaptic all day. Let's go. Let's see who's better. Eventually, I just, my KD started going up. I think when I stopped playing IW, and this is with like 166,000 kills, I was still pulling my KD up daily, and it was at like 188. So in that little amount of time, my KD went up drastically, like from 50,000 kills with like a 1.4 to up to like 166,000 kills. We're rocking almost a 1.9.
Salute to that, man. That's the smoke.
So people see my stats, and sometimes they'd be thrown off. They're like, this dude's dropping 4.0 games every game. Like, they don't believe it. So then I get in a game. Now the funniest thing for me is because, like I said, I make videos occasionally, but I'm a streamer. I'm on stream a lot. Most of the time you see me in the game, you could look me up. I'm probably live. It's a good possibility. So people like to, I'd get a message. There would be a game I'd, drop back-to-back deatomizers, 2 games in a row or something. Someone would be like, 2 kids would send me a message. Nice aimbot.
Yeah. Aimbot, man.
I get that a lot because I play on a high sensitivity. I think I played around 12, 13 on IW. I play around 11 on World War II, just to give you like an idea.
Yeah.
So I play pretty decently speed. People are like, how the hell do you even aim?
Yeah.
I don't know. It works.
Yeah. Like,
but people will literally send me a message. Nice aimbot. You're cheating. How do you know I'm around the corner? Like, I'm like all the funniest things you could ever imagine. And my response 80% of the time would be like, hey, nice to meet you. By the way, I'm live. Come check out my channel and see it for yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Most of the time, people would come to my stream and be like, they would end up apologizing. You send me hate mail. You come to my stream, end up apologizing to me because you said something that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Hilarious. It's more rewarding than beating them and dropping nukes on them.
That's a fact.
Simple as that.
Turn that love into hate. That's a fact.
But I will throw one person out there because it's kind of funny. I'm not going to name his name, but this kid was so determined that I was a camper.
Okay.
He's so determined I'm a camper. He still to this day has gone to my other teammates' channels to tell them I'm a camper.
Wow.
But the reason he stands out is because he sent me a message, and I replied back to him. I was like, I'm not even. He said something about me being a camper, blah blah blah. I'm like, I replied back because you gotta be careful. That's one thing I can greatly warn all you great players out there. If you smacking kids, just be careful what you say back to them because they can get you in trouble.
Right.
And it's really dumb. Like I've literally had friends that couldn't get on their account for a month because they got comm banned for replying to a hate mail.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's very real.
I had some friends that have been timed out for a month, but you get your little warnings here and there.
But so for me to prevent that, I don't. I try to be
just don't say anything back. I don't
civil in a way.
I don't even really
I'm
say
like whatever. I'm like, you just say whatever. So I'm like, I told this kid, I'm like, he kept messaging me, and finally I was like, I blocked him. Right. So then I had to block his brother because his brother started coming. Then he made he got on 3 different PlayStation accounts. After his brothers got blocked, he got blocked. He got on 3 more accounts to send me messages to tell me how no one gives a crap about me playing games.
What?
And I was like, bro, I'm blocking you on all of these. Like, go away. And then I find him later. He starts coming to my stream with different names, and he keeps telling me I'm a camper. And then finally, I keep banning all his names, and then he goes to my friend's channel and does this.
Hey man, what the fuck did you? What did you do to him?
Oh God, what the hell? That was weird. What did I don't even remember. I think one game I made him quit. I think he quit, and then I nuked the team that he quit off of, like right after. And I messaged him telling him, you quit because you knew you were getting nuked, basically. And you know, kids these days, they're even sweaty remotely.
You started the fight. Hey man. All right. Anyway. All right. So let's get to the love, man. Playing the way you play and showing the love that you show. Be in the sweat that you are.
Uh-huh.
I know you get a lot of love out there in these Call of Duty streets.
Yep.
Can you give us some examples of the love that you get, and can you give the shout outs to the people that show you the most love?
Well, if I'm going to show love, if I'm going to give a shout out to anybody, I got to give a shout out to my entire Exo Booming squad, even the recruits, everybody that's part of the team. Right. They show me the most love of anybody in the world. Like, there's no group of people that I could appreciate more than these dudes and what they're doing for me. And these, you know, these people in general, the ladies, there's a couple ladies in there too. I appreciate all of them. Like, they come to the streams. They're constantly like, you know, try to be the first ones there. They're the moderators. They're the encouragers. They're the, even on a bad day, you know, they're there to show you love and help let you know that, you know, hey, no matter what day you're having, we here for you, man. Like, right. You know, you're out there, you're killing it. And so if I'm going to shout out to anybody, it's going to be them as a whole, my whole team, my whole squad, each and every one of those people. They know who they are, and I wouldn't trade them for the world.
Hey, shout out to the people that show you love, man. You know, I'm one of them.
And all my day one supporters out there. It's a part of my streams right now. Like, I'm never going to forget y'all, because this is the time when we're growing. We're the smallest we're the smallest we could be. We're under 1,000. We're the smallest channel, you know, that we could possibly be at this point. There's nothing but growth and huge, you know, things in the future.
It's a fact.
So
anywhere between,
these are the people I'm gonna remember the most. These people are showing me that, in my opinion, if you're a part of the growth under 1,000, you are showing more love than anybody could ever ask for, because you're supporting a channel at its smallest point. When it's, you know, it has the least views, when it has this, you know, may not be the best content because you're figuring things out. You know what I mean? Like, the people are working through all the struggles with you, and those are the day ones. Those are the people that you really need to make sure you remember and you keep around.
So let's get into a little bit of stat talk.
All right.
Stat talk. And you know what? My bad. Shout out to all the people that show love, man. Shout out to all the folks that show love, because that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing about this streaming thing. That's what we do it for. We do it for the love, number one, the love of the game, number two. You know, in a sense, you guys are really gladiators out there. So, you know, don't be afraid to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you're following ERRL SHATTER. If you're following anybody, you know, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It makes a difference, whether you know it or not. But anyway, move right along. Let's get into some stat talk, man. Stat talk. Highest KD of any Call of Duty up to date.
Highest KD any Call of Duty up to date. Damn. I want to say, I think Black Ops 1, I might have had like a 228.
Smoke.
Maybe no, it was Black Ops 2. Let me lie. It was Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1, I had a 178. So Black Ops 2 had a 228.
That's smoke. That's smoke. Salute to that. Salute to that. That's definitely smoke, man.
I will add,
okay,
if I continue to play IW and continue to play, especially at the rate that I had been playing when I switched over to World War II,
yeah,
that would be the one, hands down. I could easily do that over time.
Okay.
At least get it, if not higher. I think 2.3 about where I could do it on there. I think that seems about right.
Hey man, I think you can hit that 3 point. Let's see you at a 3.05, man. That's what I thought. I thought you were over a 3 KD. So let's talk about nukes We already know the Infinite Warfare de-atomizer count. That it is 125 on the dot. V2s. Any V2s as of yet in WW2?
Oh no, the only V2s I got is like 10 chokes.
How close did you get?
The closest I've got, I think it was like 3 off, and the game ended. It was pretty tragic.
And you know why? You know
it was awesome.
You know what, man? If the score, if the max kill count was at 100,
it would be way easier.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What are they doing? And what are they doing in kill confirmed 65 kills? What are they doing in team deathmatch with 75 kills? You can't do it. You can't do anything with that, man.
Well, you can drop I think I want to say I dropped a 52 and 8 in kill confirmed, and
okay.
In order to do that, I literally didn't. I got like 3 confirms. You can't drop that many kill if you're confirming every kill. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't getting nothing.
Think about this. I remember playing Infinite Warfare. When we hit 65 kills, that was the time that you like, hey, stop getting tagged, especially if you wanted to do a little something. That's an Infinite Warfare, but the pace of that game was insane. But so this is a different type of beast that we're. So since we're talking about it, how do you feel? How do you feel about WW2?
On the real, if I'm being honest, I love the game. I like the idea. It's crazy to think that we have to go back to this movement system that no longer we're no longer used to. The idea of being boots on the ground. There is frustrations with it because I think a lot of what takes some of the entertainment from the game and some of the enjoyment from trying to play World War II is that you have all these people that are haven't adapted to this game, or it's their first Call of Duty and they really don't know much about playing Call of Duty, and they're playing the game like straight, just like douchebags. There's no other way I could put it, because they're doing it on purpose. They're sitting in the back. Like, you play I literally played a game of domination where we won the first round 100-29, and the entire time it was because the enemy team didn't want to play. They were just sitting in their corner of their spawn. We had them trip capped the entire game pretty much. They didn't move. They didn't care. Then when they flip spawns, they would do the same thing. So I find that in World War II, just in general, the anticipation of people being stoked to go out there and run around and play is not there. You just know when you get in a game, are they going to sit? Are they going to play? Are they going to sit in the corner? Are they
killed?
Are they going to use the fire shotgun that for some odd reason exists?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I like a lot more of this game than I don't like. There's very little I don't like. Like I said, I don't like people camping. I feel like the camping and the head glitch thing, the way people are playing, is more based on them not wanting to go out and they're just afraid of their stats. They're afraid of doing bad. They're whatever it is.
They are afraid.
It keeps them afraid to play.
They are afraid of losing a gunfight. The way they've lost these gunfights in IW, they are afraid of losing these gunfights, man. But
it's wild.
It is crazy. Like you said, it's frustrating as hell, man.
Perfect example is everyone will agree with me. You get USS Texas on World War II.
Oh,
you might as well just throw your controller at the wall, because even if you kill them, they're gonna show right up in their spawn. They just show up and snipe, or they don't move, and it's pointless. Why even have the map? Why even play?
No,
you could play better games in the 1v1 pit with 6-on-6.
That map sucks ass. I said that, man. That's not.
And I will say, playing on a party right now is not perfect either.
What's your favorite game mode? What is your
favorite game mode?
Yeah, of all time.
It's changed, man. Of all time, my favorite game mode was Sabotage. I don't know if y'all remember that game. That's a Call of Duty veteran game mode right there.
I think I remember Sabotage.
It's similar to Search and Destroy. You had one bomb.
One bomb, yeah.
But literally the game went, if you planted it, the only way to win was plant it and it blow up. But at the same time, it was similar to any other objective game mode, to where it wasn't you die in the game, the round's over. It was continuous. So you could rack up mad kills. If your team grabbed the bomb and hid in the spawn, just like you do on Capture the Flag or anything like that, and let the other people just fight it out, you could play forever, the whole time. So it was a lot of fun to just get a good team, go out there and just fight for a bomb for 10 minutes straight. Sometimes I think it was 20 minutes at one point. They had the time limit was super high, and it wasn't until like another Call of Duty they changed it because people complained about getting spawn killed and stuff for so long. Like the games were just so long. I remember the last game that it was in, it was dying. It was a dying breed of its own. Like not many people played it.
Okay.
And that's because they came out with like other game modes. I want to say like, you know, things like Kill Confirm. Kill Confirm's a great game mode. I think they should do away with TDM altogether and just do Kill Confirm. Simple as that. Okay. Make people go out there and get the tags. Usually, if you don't go out there and get the tag, your kill don't count, buddy. Simple as that.
You know what? That Crank and
the Crank is dope.
Crank and Kill Confirm combined would be the shit.
Dude, Cranked on IW, like Cranked on Ghost was okay. Like I played it quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It could
but
be
when
hard.
you put it on IW, oh my God, it was a blessing.
You know why it was so dope on IW versus Ghost? Because on Ghost, the maps was so big.
Yeah, it was hard to get to somebody in the time.
So you were going to explode regardless. But IW
on IW, man, one map to the other.
What? That would, man. If they did that and made that a real like Kill Confirm, Crank combined, that would be the shit.
Dude, some of the most hyped deatomizers.
Yeah.
Cranked. Think about it. You cannot camp. That is a not passive deatomizer strike.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Simple as that.
I would love to see it. If hey man, Activision, not Sledgehammer. Who's next up?
In World War II? Who's responsible for that?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Hey, Sledgehammer, if you're listening, Treyarch. I think Treyarch is up next. If you're listening, Crank and Kill Confirm combined. That's what we need out here in these Call of Duty streets. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Called Kill Cranked. We got this.
Kill Crank.
You're getting cranked off the kills.
Right.
Like, they make the best Treyarch makes great multiplayers.
Yeah.
One of my top Call of Duties is World at War.
That's right.
Treyarch made it.
That's right.
Great Call of Duty. But at the same time, visually, like their games they're more cartoonish to me than they are realistic. Either way you look at it, BO2 next to Modern Warfare 3, like you can tell which one replicates today and which one replicates something imaginary.
I was the only one that thought about it. I always told everybody like
it doesn't look as good.
Black Ops
it's
2
not bad graphics.
looks like cartoons, man. Like little cartoon characters running around. That's
Black Ops 3 cartoons.
Yeah, Black Ops 3 the same. And oh man, and I thought I was the only one that thought that, and that's what made. And the characters are small as hell, so it made me feel like, you know, versus versus IW, the hitbox is big as fuck. I mean, it's big as shit, you know. So I always thought about that. Like Black Ops 3, the characters are smaller, but anyway, man, that's a great point that you just brought up. You know.
I'm not bashing on them. I don't want anybody to take that wrong. I'm just saying when it comes to Call of Duty, they make the best multiplayer experiences. They make great maps. They make great content, but their shit looks like a cartoon.
Exactly. You're not on the COD show. Your opinion matters, and it's a fact that they make cartoon character looking shit. Like think about the picnic table. Never mind. I don't even want to get started on it. I don't want to get started on it. Let's move on. All right. Future plans for the channel.
Man, I just want to make better content. As long as people are loving the content, I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep making stuff. I feel like what I expect from the channel is literally. I mean, I'm already past where I ever imagined.
Okay.
You know, like I'm like one day I'm like maybe I'll hit 500. My goal, like obviously we all have goals. My big goal for the channel personally is I want to hit the 100K.
Okay.
Just for me, just for my personal achievements, because it's like I feel like when you get your plaque, you know, as much as it's silly and it's like whatever, you know, you got a plaque. Yeah. It's personal achievement.
Yeah.
I can relate it to going to school and getting a diploma. It's not the idea that you have to sit there and it's terrible. It's the idea that you're accomplishing something that you set.
It's like going platinum. You got
exactly. It's like setting a goal and achieving it. Like that's the greatest feeling in the world. You can't beat that.
That's a fact.
And not only that, like at that point, you know, you have think about that, 100,000 people. That's like a good chance that at least 99,500 of those people you've never seen in your life. At least. It's maybe 500 of, maybe you're a cool guy and you know 500 real people and they're all supporting you.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. But at the same time, like that's so many people, you know, like that's where things really, really to me, like they change. But doesn't like, I'm not one of those people that don't need to like, you know, the money's not a thing. Like it's not really a thing to me. The only part that money has in this whole big picture for me is that one day it would be awesome if my channel supported me to where I could do this and support everybody's entertainment regularly. That's it. It's the only thing that like I look forward to being able to possibly do in the future as far as that revolves around the money situation.
Yeah.
Because that's what I, you know, that would make me, nothing would make me happier than be able to sit here and do what I love and be able to, you know, make a living doing that. That's, no one's going to bash on that.
No, that's
my goals for the channel is to keep doing what I'm doing, keep growing the way I'm growing, you know, be positive, bring in people that have the same, you know, vibes as me. We don't, if you got hate in your heart, don't come to my channel. It's a fact. I don't need it. Like I rage enough at the randoms in Call of Duty. I don't need the outside world. We need all the love we can get around here. We're a community. YouTube is a community. I feel like people need to act more like it is. Not saying the streamers, but also the viewers. Yeah, you know, don't go to someone's channel, start fighting with other people. That's the community you're messing with. Like these are all people. We're all one. This is one community.
Hey, salute to that. Salute to that. Hey, man, I couldn't have said it any better, man. That's exactly what we are here for. You know, we are here to grind and get the kills, but we also are here to unite people and unite the community and keep pushing the culture forward, because this is a culture, the gaming culture. You know, and inside of the gaming culture exists the Call of Duty Die Hard killers. You know what? Salute to you, man. Craziest moments during the stream. Can you think of anything that happened, like the craziest thing that ever happened in this?
Oh yeah, easily. Craziest experience? I couldn't tell you exactly how long it was. It was actually fairly recent. It was towards the end of IW.
Okay.
I was streaming regularly one day. I don't even know how many viewers were in there. It wasn't nothing crazy. I remember I got Dominion, the remake of Afghan. Yeah. Least favorite goddamn DLC map ever made.
What?
I gotta be honest.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
Man, come on, man.
Boots off the, you don't put that map in boots off the ground. It's just something about it. Same thing with Terminal. One of the worst maps ever goddamn put in IW. Why would you do that? I don't know.
That's the dumb. All right, go
ahead. At the same time, I'm like, okay, I got Dominion. It's putting me in the game. Like, I would have backed out if I had the opportunity. You know, I'm like, I have the freaking TF141 class. I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and just snipe. Well, shockingly enough, that sniping turned into a goddamn TF141 deatomizer strike.
Damn.
Live. Like I was live. I lost. I didn't believe it. That was the first time I was just speechless to myself on stream. I didn't even know what just happened. That's pretty much how I said it. So I don't even know what just happened. We just dropped a sniper only deatomizer strike live.
You dropped the deatomizer with a sniper on Dominion.
Not only that, that sniper sucks.
I never even heard of it, so you know I'm like, what the fuck is the TF?
So you know when you had the classic weapons in IW, right?
Yeah.
Once you prestige a certain amount, you were able to drop a DAT with. Well, that's 13, the intervention from the old Call of Duties. It's basically the remade intervention. That's what the TF141 is.
Okay, all right.
But it gets a lot of hit markers, and for some reason, I don't know what happened, but that was the most incredible moment.
We appreciate real killer shit like that on the CEO podcast, man. Salute to that. So how often do you stream? You have a stream schedule just for your core audience and the individuals that's viewing this and might want to check you out. Do you have like a stream schedule, or is it just strictly notification gang? Like whenever you get a chance, you just pop up?
I won't say I have like a strict schedule. I guess it depends. Like it's strict in my mind because, you know, I'm doing my thing, getting out of work, putting things in line, getting ready to go, you know, getting ready for the streams and stuff.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's more strict than it is. But like, as far as like people wanting to see me regular, it's pretty easy. Like, I am consistent enough to where you're like, this, like, you know, if I'm not live, someone's going to be sending me a message. Hey, Earl, why aren't you live right now? This is weird. Someone's, you know, it's often enough people are going to notice when I'm not. If I had to tell you like the schedule, Monday through Fridays, it's like 6 p.m. Pacific to like 11 p.m. Pacific generally, give or take. So it's usually like 4 or 5 hours after work, depending on the day and, you know, what time I actually get on. But then on the weekends, it's solid. I mean, I'll wake up, play. Sometimes I'll wake up and play all day. It just really depends on how it goes. Like, those are the days I usually play a good amount. If I had to guess on how much time I spent streaming, on average, as much as you work a week.
Okay.
Like, I put as much into my streams as I do my job.
That was the next question. How much time per week do you put into the game? Not just streaming, but into the game, period.
Like I said, probably 35, 48 plus hours, easy.
And you know what? COD Show Podcast, the listeners, the inspiring gamers, streamers, people that want to up their KD and up their game level. Time in the game. That's a constant trend on this podcast. Time in the game. Can't stress that enough. Time in the game. You know what? And I need to take my own advice. I've been working so hard and doing other things, doing this podcast. I do not have time in WW2. I might get smoked. But my game,
the nades are coming.
The nades are coming. The nades are coming. You know what? The spawn traps are there waiting for me. The teammates are ready. They're ready to shoot me in the back. I'm playing hardcore. But check this out.
Teammates are ready to choke. Let me tell you.
Check this out. My knowledge of the game is what's gonna get me over, man. Because I have time in the game. Previous games, you know, it doesn't matter. One thing about it, the game doesn't stop. Think about it like this. The trigger finger, your eye and trigger finger coordination, man, that's the major key. So you got to have time in the game. It's just like playing baseball. You got to have time in the game to get your speed up, your eye and hand, your brain, blah, blah, blah. You know, those 3 things, 4 things, whatever it is, need to connect to get your ass busting the trigger finger down. My bad. To get that trigger finger action to the way, you know what I'm saying, to get the kills, baby. That's what I'm trying to say, to get the kills, baby. I fucked that up. Who cares? To get the kills, time in the game matters out here, man. Top 5 video games of all time.
This is going to be fun because it's kind of all over since I've been gaming for since I could hold a controller.
Okay.
Number 1, giving a huge shout out to Halo 2 because I would not be here sitting in this damn seat if it wasn't for that game and getting online and shooting other people and talking trash all day.
Halo 2.
Halo 2, man, that's the roots. That's the root. That was before Call of Duty even had a blink in the eye. Number 2, all Call of Duties in general, because that's the game I played 98% of the year. If I don't give a shout out to each and every one of them, I'd be a liar.
Shout out to Call of Duty.
Now the other ones are kind of fun because they're a little bit more out there and they're not really first person shooters. We got Zelda: Ocarina of Time, one of the greatest games ever made. I think I was like 8 years old. Man, 8 or 9 years old when that game came out. That game was amazing.
Oh, we showing our age, man. You over 30?
Yep, you out here.
You over 30? You over 30?
Nope.
Oh, you're not over 30?
Nope.
Hey, man, Zach, you said, but Zelda.
Getting close.
Yes, sir. All right.
Then we got Final Fantasy VIII. Now, it's funny to me why I had to have this one in there of all the other Final Fantasies. It was the longest one. Okay. So when I think of like games, what keeps me interested, Call of Duty, is that grind. It's that fact that I'm not going to be hitting the highest level in 5 minutes and be done. I'm not going to have everything maxed out right away and be done. Things like that. That all year grind to try to, it takes a long time to hit the highest level. And then once you do, you're just out there having a hell of a ball. So it's like, it takes so long to get there that once you get there, you actually feel rewarded by being that high level.
All right.
Boom.
Bet.
So because that game I remember it had 4 discs on PS1. Like, that's how crazy this game was. At 4 discs. What the hell? Then after that, I'd have to say probably all Super Mario, any Super Mario game. Obviously after GameCube, I have no idea what the hell they are because I'm not familiar with them anymore. But all of the ones, in the past, I'm all about them because you know everybody loves Mario. You can't love video games and not love the OG.
That is the OG. Mario and Luigi.
Yep.
And the princess.
And Princess Peach, you know it.
Shout out to the princess. Shout out to Cooper.
Yeah.
And the whole family. Shout out to
King
Mario
Koopa.
Kart, baby. I meant to ask this question before, but we'll reverse it. We'll come back. All right.
Yeah.
What made you get into streaming? What made you? What inspired you? What inspired you to start streaming? Honestly,
I can't remember what streamers I probably saw originally because at the time it was probably like, you know, the big namers that I would never watch them now based on their content. Like it's just people I was like, oh, that's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I was like, you know, I've grown up playing video games. I've always been decent at video games. As far as my friends, like the people I know, I've always been like one of the better players. And it's always been something that interests me. Like either whether I stream or don't stream, I'm playing the same amount of time. It's simple as that. Like it's not going to take away from me playing. It's not making me play more. You know what I mean? It's the grind is still there. But then I was like, you know, other people want to watch. I'm like, you know, maybe that's something I can do. Because I feel like personally, you know, I'm a person that has high energy. I'm kind of hyper sometimes. So playing Call of Duty is great, you know, because you can focus and it's always active and going. But at the same time, streaming offers you a large ability to multitask. You know, you're playing a game, but at the same time, you're reaching out to a community who's reaching back to you and talking to you constantly as you're doing this.
Yeah.
And you're growing something. You're creating something that's yours, you know? And like, I feel like now we're in this time, like this is the best time to do those things. Create something that you like, do the things you love. Yeah. Money's relevant and money is important, but you only get to live one time. What the heck is this? You know, you do something you like. If other people support you, this is the time to do it because you can do anything you want.
Yes. This is the time. This is the time of the millennial.
Yeah. This is the time. Like you want to, I can't even think of something stupid right now that I would say to use as an example.
Yeah.
But like
the internet is where it's at.
Is if I was 15-year-old me right now and I was like, yo, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna stream video games every day and people are gonna pay me to do that, people would be like, see you later.
No. And you know what?
Nowadays,
if you would have done it at 15, if you would have done it at 15, you would be a millionaire, bro. You would be a millionaire.
I would, but the part I'm thinking about is like where it's changed. You know what I mean? Like the aspect of the idea, like
it's like the music
where we
industry.
were as a whole, like as a community, was different too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the realm of making that a possibility wasn't there. Nowadays, best way I can explain it is
it's like
my regular day job.
Yeah.
Every single person that is interested in games whatsoever is subscribed to my channel.
Okay.
My boss is subscribed to my channel.
Dope.
The owner of the company knows I'm a competitive gamer and I stream video games.
That's dope.
So it's like, even 5 years ago, that wasn't conversations you were having with your coworkers or employees that you do this in your free time because people would be like, what?
No.
You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't take it as seriously as they do now because now it's as relevant. People have made a name for it. Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah. And
gaming is taken seriously. Esports is the #1 watched thing in the world.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. So now that we have all these things, you know, we have all these great people there's a lot of those big streamers out there that they toughed it through the worst times, meaning like they did it when people weren't taking them seriously. They they made the name that we have today. They're the reason that it's so possible today.
That's right. That's right.
So it's a big shout out to each and every one of those heavy grinders that spent freaking 7-10 years creating their YouTube channels to make what we all have access to today.
Yeah, big shout out to y'all. You know what? And it wasn't as easy. You know, I compare it to you might as well say it was like 1990s rap compared to today's rap, because that's exactly what it is. PS4 has a streaming option on the game.
That's what I mean. Boom. You got it.
Now you're instantly streaming. Same with Xbox. You know, so hey man, a big shout out to y'all, to the pioneers, whoever you are. You know, I might not know some of you I don't, but everybody that started the game, the era, that whole era. You know, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the OGs of the game. Shout out to the OGs of the game. Shout out to the up and comers, because that's where it's at and what it's all about, man. The up and comers, you know, because the OGs, y'all are out of here. But the next wave is what's gonna take it to the next level. And that's where guys like you come in. So shout out to the pioneers for sure, because we'll never forget y'all. You know, if y'all get off y'all yachts and come holler at us from time to time, you know, salute to y'all. But anyway, let's get back into the top five guns of all time. Top 5 Call of Duty guns of all time.
Now this one's gonna be fun. Number 1, hands down, goes to UMP 45.
Yes, sir. That's a COD show favorite. Let's get it.
That's the one.
All right.
And that thing is universal in every game it's been featured in.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, gotta go ACR. That's one of the best That's one of the best guns in any game ever. Simple's like the most versatile. You would just melt people alive with that gun.
Yes.
And it was consistent. If there was one gun I wished they'd have put in Infinite Warfare as a classic weapon,
let's get it.
That was it.
ACR, shout out to the ACR. That's a COD show favorite. Let's go.
Also, I don't know how many people would ever say this, but I got to give a big shout out to the AK-47 all day. It's got recoil, but man, the feeling of destroying people with that gun is just unreal. You know what? It's an underrated gun. Yeah,
and you know that a lot of people have the AK-47 in real life, man. So
yeah.
So shout out real. To AK-47, yeah, man. That's a first. It's a COD show first. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was my favorite gun in Call of Duty 4. As funny as that is, it was definitely a favorite of mine in Call of Duty 4. I want to say, it was also a real big favorite of mine in MW3.
MW3, yeah, I like it. I like it.
It was a huge favorite of mine in that.
Yes, sir.
Also, going back to kind of the same era, MP5 all day. The iron sights that I'll just never forget, man. You cannot forget the OG MP5 iron sights. It's the same thing when I'm playing World War II now. If you get the hell is it? The STG variant. I'm trying to remember what it's called right now.
Which one?
The STG Savior? No, it's not the Savior, because that's a different gun. There's an STG variant out there.
Is it the Epic or the Hero?
It's an Epic. But the iron sights on it remind me of the MP5, and it shreds.
Yeah, I have that one. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I have it.
And like I said, MP5, it's amazing. That's one of my favorite guns. Iron sights all day. Like when it came to that gun, I didn't even need a sight. Never wanted a sight. I'm like, pick up somebody's. I'm like, why has this got a sight on it?
So
the MP5, and you know what? I gotta end it with one of my all-time favorites, the Scar H. Man, the Scar.
The Scar's dope.
That thing, or Scar L, Scar H, whatever the heck it was ever featured as in any game. Yeah. Even if it's Battlefield, I don't care what game it is. Scar.
The Scar. All right. Salute to the Scar.
Love that gun.
Salute to the Scar.
Yep.
So, I know it's a crazy question, being that you just gave your top 5 and they're all ballistic, but ballistic or energy?
Ballistic all day, man.
All day.
We playing military. We got to keep it military. Okay. Not to say that one day energy might be a thing. It's just not today.
Yeah. I could dig
when you show me somebody, when the military's got a gun that shoots laser beams that does that stuff, I'll show some more interest. But until then, we gonna go with what's real.
All right. This is one of the last questions.
All right.
One of the last questions of the show. Top 3 Call of Duties of all time.
All right, top 3 Call of Duties in this order exactly.
Okay.
Black Ops 2, World at War, MW3. And this is totally excluding World War II, because you cannot officially give a game its full judgment until it's completed its year cycle. That's simple as that. Right. So it is completely not included in this at all, because there's a good chance if it keeps doing what it's like. I like that game. I'm not gonna lie. I like World War II. Okay. It greatly reminds me of World at War, which is my second favorite Call of Duty of all time. No, it's not the same. It's just the guns. Like people say, a lot of people don't like the guns and it being old school and stuff like that. Something about that, man, just catches me. It just gets me, sucks me in. I had 2 accounts on World at War. 2. I made a whole new account so I could do 10th Prestige again. Like, that's how much I like that game.
Damn, that's what's up. You know what? Time in the game.
Yep, time in the game. And like I said, and it got to end it with Modern Warfare 3, because literally overall the game had the most content. It was very complete when it came out.
Modern Warfare 3 was
overall a great game.
Salute to that game. I wish I still had it so I can go back and check it out. See if it's
dude. I wish that if you're gonna remake any more Call of Duties, make it Modern Warfare 3. Come on, let's go.
Let's get it. If y'all listen out there inspiring on my channel, make that happen.
Yeah. We won't see.
So we're coming to a close. Let's talk clan talk. Clan talk. XO Booming.
Yep.
How did you become a part of XO Booming? And can you elaborate on it? Because I know some of this stuff is top secret out here. You know what I'm talking about? These clans, it can get a little hush hush. So if you can talk about it, just
talk about it. Yeah. He's interested. Yeah. I got you. So number 1, XO Booming. The first thing people got to understand about XO Booming, it's not even a clan. It's a community of YouTubers and people that are on the same page. You know, streamers or content creators. We're all on the same page. We're all in it. Like the idea of XO Booming is XO is we bring in the love. Booming is what we doing. That's what we doing. So
you know what? I thought about that.
That's what it's all about. We are all in it for the love.
XO is the kisses.
Yep. It's the love.
Is the
situation.
Man. Man, that's beautiful, man.
Yep. Big shout out to LA on the track and the real King Ish for coming up with the squad and making me a part of it, man.
That's beautiful, man.
So how did I get a part of the squad, man? I honestly, I think I want to say LA on the track found me well before they even had the squad, man. They didn't even made it yet.
Okay.
They hadn't even made the squad yet. They made the squad, and I don't know who, I don't know in what order they reached out to whom, but one of the first, I feel like I was definitely one of the first people LA reached out to, and he's like, hey, man, this is what, we're looking to do. Yeah. This is the idea. Like, do you want to be a part of this? And at the time, I'm going to be honest, at the time I was like, do I want to be a part of a team? Because, when you take the YouTube community as a whole, like there's a lot of negative context that comes behind being a part of a team.
That's
I don't know if people see the stuff online right now on social media, but being a part of a team has been pretty chaotic lately.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But with that being said, it's like, when they come to you and when it's a different experience, like, like I said, it's not a clan. Like we're a community of dudes and chicks and, just normal people with these dreams of making, like providing this entertainment for people that enjoy it. And that's what it's about. It's about helping each other grow and, making a better community for people to follow. You want something positive to follow. There's all these kids out there, they're getting into gaming or maybe they want to stream and they need positive people, a positive background to, to influence them to do these things. Like it's a good time to be a part of these communities. It's a great time, especially if you're young to, get into stream. Get into recording videos in YouTube while your parents are supporting you. Like it's a great time. So let me tell you, it's the best time because you can get into this stuff and you never know what's possible.
Yeah. And you know what? That's a fact. And on the COD Show podcast, support that 100% because, like you said, it's not a clan thing. It is a community thing, and to be honest, y'all are a network of killers. I mean, in Call of Duty terms, y'all just a network full of killers. That's all it is. But salute to y'all, salute to XO Booming, and I just made a joke lightly, but not to downplay the movement because it is a movement. If you haven't been paying attention, you have been living under a rock. Coming to a close.
Yes, sir.
Shout outs. Any shout outs?
For the most part, I feel like we've crushed shout outs for XO Boomin. I got to though because I don't want to single out people. None of my subscribers. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Every single one of y'all. I don't even know. Last I checked earlier today, we had 792 of y'all following the channel.
That's right.
With us on this journey. Bigger shout out to each and every one of y'all. Don't even think your name's missing because I'm not even going by name. I mean all y'all.
Yeah.
I appreciate every single one of y'all doing what you do, being a part of it. I wouldn't be here hanging out with Diddy if it wasn't for y'all.
Right.
So I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through the channels each and every day, supporting it, making it happen, making these dreams come true.
And you know what? Wrong. I love to hang out with real killers. But man, you know what? I want to give my shout outs. I'm going to give a shout out to you. I'm going to give a shout out to you, Earl Shatter. A real killer. You know, most times you would think of a Call of Duty killer, think he's heartless. But this man has a big heart. He wants to see the community flourish. He wants to see the culture move forward. And respects everybody. And that's what this show is all about. I respect everybody. It's just when I'm disrespected,
Game changes.
Things change. That's a fact. Things change. But you know, shout out everybody that supports the show. Shout out to everybody that supports his streams, our streams. You know, everybody that wants to move the culture forward. That's what we're here for. This podcast will be and always be for noobs and killers. Back, man. Look, close it out just like that. That's it. Anything else? Did we miss anything?
Nah, man. I don't think we did.
Hey, man. Let's get these 8 subscribers tonight or tomorrow. You gonna hit that? You gonna hit that 800?
Yup.
You gonna hit that 800, man? Let's get it.
You know it. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, and you will be at 1,000 by December 1st. I already feel it. Yeah.
That'd be lit.
Yeah. What happened, man? It's gonna happen. Anyway, man, you've been a gentleman, a gangster and a gentleman, a killer and a gentleman, a real Call of Duty killer, Earl Shatter. I respect you, respect your movement, and I'ma always support you. It's your guy Diddy Onassis, aka Onassis. Kill him. You can close the show out. In words, close the show out.
I want to give a big shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for doing what you're doing, man. I want to say, because I didn't say this any other point, when I found your channel and I realized what you were offering the community with your channel and your content, like bringing out a Call of Duty, like people can talk about Call of Duty in a podcast on YouTube. Yeah. Why haven't people been doing this? That's my thing. Like you were doing something I've been thinking people should have been doing for a long time. It's things like this that change the game, that change the movements. You know, you get to hear different ideas and different perspectives from different Call of Duty killers, like you say yourself.
Right.
And I think it's a great place to, you know, hear opinions of all the different players and different game styles, and you know, just people coming from different backgrounds. You don't have to be the best Call of Duty player to succeed at this. You do not. That's a misconception. Right. You do not. And I think you're showing people, like, you know, you don't have to be the biggest, baddest dude out there to do that. And it's dope. And, you know, you don't have to be the best Call of Duty player in the world to have opinions either. Like, that's also crucial.
Right. We're here.
So big shout out to Diddy Onassis, everybody, for having us on the podcast. And most importantly, for making this podcast exist.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I do it for the culture. I never quit saying that. I do it for the culture. We got to keep on pushing it forward. Man, I appreciate it, man. Damn it, you get it. You get what's going on around here, man. I appreciate it, man.
Try to, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But all right, we're going to close it out. This has been episode. Is it 16? Yeah, episode 17. Woo! This has been episode number 17 of the COD Show podcast. I am your host, Diddy Onassis, aka Onassis. Kill him. That's right. We're gonna keep moving it forward. We're gonna on supporting each other, and we still out here in these Call of Duty streets. Go ahead and subscribe to the boy ERRL SHATTER. Subscribe to Didio Nassas. Hit the like button. Don't be shy. Get out here. Hit the kills, baby. I'm out. Peace. Well, we out. Peace.
This is ERRL SHATTER, and I'm tuned into the COD show.
Hey, that was episode number 17, featuring ERRL SHATTER of the COD Show podcast. Man, that's a hell of an episode. What a hell of an episode. Yo, what up, Earl?
Yo.
Hey, I appreciate everybody that stuck through that whole hour and 30 minutes, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for staying down with the podcast, because we gonna come up. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna come up. We on the move already. But yeah, man. Earl, we went deep. We went deep on this episode, man. You know, we touched some some points, some key points that needed to be touched on. We talked about some things that needed to be talked about, and we expressed some real feelings, some genuine feelings about how the game should go and how the game should flow. You know, at least from our perspective anyway. And that's what it's all about: sharing perspective, starting conversation, and sparking conversation. You ain't gotta agree, but you can agree to disagree. And that is part of the game. And that's a fact. Yep. Episode number 17, man. I know this is your first time seeing it with your own eyes. You lived it back in, what was this, the 28th? I don't know, a week and a half ago. You lived it. What are your thoughts on the episode, man? I just want to know what you thought about it. I saw the comments, the chat was lit. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. And shout out to everybody that stuck through the whole entire joint. But and shout out to we'll get shout outs later on. But I just want to get your fresh perspective on what you thought of the game. I mean the podcast. I'm always talking about the game. Damn. The podcast. What's up?
Man, I think it was lit. Especially, you know, considering the changes we're going through as a Call of Duty community as a whole. Right. You know, people wanting boots on the ground, getting boots on the ground, and realizing that's not what they want, or that they're looking for more than just what they said originally. It's an interesting time altogether. So it's, you know, it's a controversial time, but at the same time, you know, like you said, people can agree to disagree. There's a lot of things that can go either way.
It's a fact. Right.
It really depends on how you play the game too.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a rush gameplay type of person, you know, you might find a different experience to somebody that, you know, moves a little bit more passive, that plays the game a little bit slower. I mean, there's a lot of characteristics when it comes to World War II, especially, or boots on the ground in general, that changes this game.
Okay.
And all around, just changes the way people have to play, changes the way, you know, I play. I don't play exactly the same on this as I did on IW. You know, challenging certain things that you might have once done before, but it's all about, you know, it's learning the game, getting a feel for it, and moving forward, because, you know, we're going to be stuck on boots on the ground at least for a couple more years from the sound of it. So we're gonna have to work with it, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, even if it's not an old game, it's gonna be boots on the ground. It's gonna be some sort of version of something that we've experienced so far. With some sort, you know, it'll be interesting to see, like, you know, what kind of advanced movement style or what kind of things that they integrate into the game to make it faster, to make it stay the momentum stay there, basically.
That's right.
So essentially, all together, I think we covered a lot of those things. You know, we've covered, you know, the changes people have gone through.
Yeah.
You know, we've covered one of our favorite Call of Duties that everybody, you know, underrates.
Yeah.
Warfare. We covered a lot of things, man. And it's a lot of stuff that, you know, some people would see both sides of it, and I think it kind of opened up people's mind a little bit. Something, you know, just to show that maybe their perspective isn't the only perspective.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that because at the end of the episode, we were talking about the evolution. Like, we didn't say that we were talking about the evolution of the game or streaming, but we were speaking on the evolution of the game without really saying it, because I keep on preaching. You guys are gladiators out there. And I should have took a drink of water at the end of that episode. I was losing my voice. You guys, like I was saying, you guys are really gladiators out there, and I respect it. I respect the game, because some of y'all, I mean, most of y'all get the kills, baby, and that's what it's all about. And it's all about carrying on that killer attitude, bringing it into the live stream, and letting people know what it is, and put it on their face. You know, that's what's up. But since you was just laying eyes, this is your first time laying eyes on the episode. What part stood out to you? Like which scene or which segment of the show? I'm hitting the mic.
You know, it's interesting. I think we're talking about a lot.
Hold up.
We're going back in time. I think when we're reliving it.
Hold up. You kind of breaking up.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Yeah, but basically, that, you know, to me, the favorite part is always reliving it. You know, we go through these Call of Duty changes every year. We're going through some sort of change, whether it be big, whether it be little. You know, it's happening, and essentially, at that point, when you relive all the things that you've seen, you know, you go back, you start bringing all these memories back up. It starts giving you a reason, and shows you all the reasons you love the game.
Yep.
Brings all the reasons that, like, what brought me to this to begin with, what keeps me playing this game. Brings all these things to the surface. And I think it's especially right now during this transition, like I was saying, you know, we're going from boots off the ground to back to boots on the ground. People don't know what they want. The community thinks they know what they want. You know what I mean? Like, all the directions they go so far, it doesn't seem like it's the right direction, just because nobody knows what they want. And so, considering all that, you know, all that being said, that's got to be my favorite part, especially because, you know, you, like I said, you're reliving all the best moments.
No doubt.
Sometimes you're reliving some of the worst moments, but it's reminding you what's made the game what it is today. And I think that's important. I think that's what this shows. You know, this show is really, in my opinion, it's about showing a lot of those things. You know, the originality of the game, you know, where the game's gone, like the evolution of it, just all of it in general, and what makes people come back and still play this game.
Yeah, that's exactly what this show's about. It's about shit. I can't tell it no better. That's what it's about. So that's what it is. And man, I just want to say, man, it was a hell of an episode. It was a hell of an episode. You know what? We talked for almost 2 hours, man. 2 hours. Giving up the game about the game. And that's what this podcast is about. Giving up the game about the game. You know what I'm talking about? To my damn into the vet.
Absolutely.
Shout out to True Nukes. True Nukes. What's up, Striker? Man. Appreciate y'all boys coming through. But yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Earl, man. Shout out to the 803 Kings, my clan. 803 Kings, what's happening? Shout out to Exo Boomer. Exo Boomer was heavy in the chat. Heavy in the stream. What's up? Shout out to the MVPs. My homies, what's happening? But man, I'm just gonna bring it to a close. This was a hell of an experiment. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep on rocking out like this. You know, dual live streams, because y'all are streamers, and y'all have the equipment and the know-how to rock with me on this level and on this way with the dual live stream. Me and Earl, we pulled it off. We pulled it off first and did it fantastically. If you ask me, that's what's up. It was dope. I was tuning in to Earl on my iPad. You know, it was super dope. Great night, monumental night. So what's next for you, Earl? What's next? What's coming up next?
Shoot, let's go for 125 V2 rockets.
Man, let's get it, man. Hey,
that's what's next.
Hey, that's what's up.
On the hunt.
Hey, I'm gonna watch you get them. I'm gonna watch you get them. But
we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get that one V2. You know what? I'm gonna You know what? I'm gonna remix the hell out of that video. I'm gonna show it from different angles and all kind of shit. Y'all think I had like 250. You know what I'm talking about? Like 250. But it's all good, man. I appreciate everybody coming through this live stream, this live show. You know, my mic keep touching the mic. It's kind of weird. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Anything you want to close out with, Earl? ERRL SHATTER.
You the GOAT, Diddy. Everybody out there, the GOATs. Y'all are the, you know, you guys make this happen. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all the support from each and every one of y'all. So,
yeah.
Big shout out to everybody out there. Big, small, tall, you know, everything.
Right. That's right.
Shout out to y'all.
That's right. And
all the killers.
That's right. Y'all all killers. And I just want to make this announcement. Not announcement, but PSA. Man, I've been in the channel, not channel, but I've been a little slow. I've been in transition. So, you know, umbrella I've been moving, so it's been kind of crazy with the podcast, but you know, we're gonna get back on track. We're gonna get back on track in the next couple of weeks and have this thing pumping, jumping, and pumped up. You know what I'm talking about already. But check this out, man. We don't talk y'all to death, man. I know Earl got some streaming to do. I don't know if you streaming later on.
Sure, it's gonna happen.
Hey, you know,
it's hard to stop me.
That's right. Check out ERRL SHATTER. The streams be lit. That's a fact. And shout out to everybody that stopped streaming and took the time out to come through and holler at us. You know, because I'm notification gang all day, every day, and you know I know who y'all are. Shout out to Ambush Gaming for stopping through. You know, shout out to Not My Food Stamps for taking out the time in his stream stopping through. True Lives, what's up? You out there on Twitch? You know, shout out to LA on the track. LA on the track. What up? What up? What up? Shout out to Striker. Striker just stopped and came through. I don't know if I said your name earlier, but yeah, stopped and came through. Shout out to everybody that stopped their streams. Live Hunt, I know you about to get on the sticks. Shout out to everybody that came through and stopped what they're doing to show us some love and stamp this moment in history and be a part of this moment in history and keep moving the movement, the culture forward. You know, the culture's on the move. It's your guy Diddy Onassis. I'm closing it out. Live stream. That's what's up. Closing out Diddy Onassis, aka Onassis. Kill him. That's right. Appreciate y'all. Peace.